Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with a whole heap of custom action figures straight off my workbench. It's the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Well, not quite, as these figures represent mutated clones of the Brotherhood assembled by Joseph, who is himself a clone of Magneto. They appear in the Magneto Not a Hero limited series, where Joseph, wearing Magneto's costume, murders 40 anti-mutant campaigners, leaving the real Magneto to take the blame. With the assistance of Astra, Joseph creates his own cloned version of the Brotherhood to lead into battle against Magneto. Looking at my Joseph figure, you may recognise the cape and other parts from the Marvel Legends Magneto figure, but as Joseph represents a cloned younger version of Magneto, I opted for the Marvel Legends Captain Marvel as base figure, which just looked more trimmed and younger, and the head came from a Marvel Legends long shot. And now to one of my personal favourite characters. He is the biggest member of the Brotherhood. It's the Blob. And not just the biggest member, but also was the biggest headache to complete. In Magneto Not a Hero, the Blob clone is not just fat, but also superhumanly big and all distorted and deformed. Translating that into a custom action figure was a nightmare. So, up in the gross stakes on the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Blob, of all things to use, I used a Ghostbusters Slimer money bank, incorporating the Blob Build-A-Figure parts onto that money bank to allow for the articulation. For the custom Blob's head, I used a Hulk movie 12-inch rotocast figure's head, and combining that with the secret ingredient of applying my own body weight in epoxy clay to this bad boy, and he was finally finished in all his deformed, distorted, gross beauty. Speaking of beauty, here's another figure that completely lacks any. It's the Toad. So with Joseph's Brotherhood being mutated clones of the regular characters, then where does that leave Toad, who is normally none too easy on the eye anyway? So where to begin on a mutated version? Well, less is more, they say, as like John Merrick in David Lynch's Elephant Man, poor Toad has the decency to hide his ugliness from the world, leaving us to wonder just what horror lies beneath that burlap hood. A genius detail in the character design of Toad here is that he has a rope leash around his neck, symbolic of the pitiful, subservient relationship he's always had with his master Magneto. So if in character design we say that Toad takes a leaf out of the Elephant Man, then Mastermind here takes a strong influence, in my opinion, from a Clive Barker / Hellraiser style of horror. And so Mastermind's chest is adorned with both nasty grinning mouths and eyes that stare out either with menace or stare out trapped in despair. And now Quicksilver. So if I was to assign a movie to each of these figures, I guess Quicksilver would be The Hills Have Eyes. With his deformity extending to large tumours covering his head, I can certainly see him wandering around the deserts of the American South, eating stray dogs and stealing babies. Or eating babies and stealing dogs. Quicksilver doesn't look like the type to be fussy when hungry. And finally, it's the Scarlet Witch, and following the horror show that's preceded her, what a breath of fresh air it is to see that Scarlet Witch here has escaped the cloning process without a deformity in sight. A happy coincidence for me, really, as I've had Dear Wanda here on my to-do list for ages now. Anybody who is familiar with the Marvel Legends Scarlet Witch will know that Toy Biz did her likeness no favours whatsoever. So I hope my custom figure here is at least an improvement upon that figure. Anyway, all the figures are available via eBay auction, so please check out the links in the description beneath this video. As ever, please comment, rate, share and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.